Welcome everyone. We have the Mezco 112 Dock Nocturnal. This is the 2.0, and I know this guy's been out for quite some time, over a year. I had this guy on the wait list. I didn't pre-order it when it was announced, and I had recently got rid of a lot of Mezco stuff just for sanity, because I had a lot of stuff. And the original Doc Nocturnal had a very slim body, I guess like the Robin of Batman and Robin style, kind of body. And eventually I saw more pictures of this, and I was like, you know what, this is the figure I wanted him to be to begin with. I'm guessing Mezco maybe felt the same way. Like Mezco decided, we want to make a, more heroic version of that character. They did with this release, and I went and got it on wait list. And sometimes with the wait list, it's kind of luck of the draw. Maybe you'll get it, maybe you won't. Just a month ago, this thing came off wait list for me. So just something to know. If you miss that initial window, like especially if you miss it by like a day and it's sold out, go ahead and get on the wait list. Um, there's a good chance they will order more product, and you'll have a stronger chance of getting it. If you wait 6 months and then put something on wait list, probably more of a chance that you're not going to get that figure. At that point, you're really looking for people who are canceling orders to get an opportunity to get that wait list converted. So packaging pretty consistent with Mezco. It does come with a comic book, a very thick comic book. Always dig it when they include these. And they almost, yeah, look at that. It is just really awesome. They almost always do this with their own property. And it's one of these flip style where it's like half one comic and half of another comic. Whoever does the artwork for these does a really good job. I don't like this story as much. This one is the Doc Nocturnal story, so very very nice comic. All right, so go ahead and open up the package, and this is a Mezco exclusive. It's got the gold foil. The artwork looks really nice. Here's the top. The printing kind of stands out. Uh, it's not raised or anything, but it's like more glossy than the background. Here is the side and the other side and the bottom. And here is the back, and it's got very much this kind of 50s looking. It's like a 50s movie poster. That's kind of cool. And oh wow. As you open it up, there's like a scene on the inside. I guess we're gonna have to pull all the guts out to see the rest. You got a nice little cover. And pull this out for a moment. Here's all your guidelines. Oh, come on. Basically telling you to be careful. Don't do anything crazy, and cloth outfits can get messed up pretty easily. And there's a whole bunch of guidelines. Well, these are just instructions. It's showing you how you can take the masks off and how to change out the armor. There's a lot of stuff on here. He's got extra guns. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff. Good lord. Um, that's cool. But yeah, look at that. That's really cool. And then there's a lot. We saw the instructions kind of shown off a good bit. So his cape is here. Very bat themed looking cape. It's like a pleather on the outside and kind of a felt on the inside. Looks nice. And the outer edge, let's see. Yeah, the outer edge is wired. The rest of it is not wired, and it is pretty thick. It's kind of substantial. All this stuff fell out of it. Bunch of harnesses and straps and holsters. If I can get this on camera. Okay. And something else filled out. Okay, another holster. He's got kind of this spider themed thing going on here. Nice display stand. All right, he's got a ton of weapons. They're all falling out. Okay, they were in here like this. So he's got all these little gadgets. Blast effects. He's got I don't know what this is. It's like a grappling hook with a baton at the end. Got this really nice machine gun. Whatever this is, some kind of ectoplasma shooting thing, whatever this is. And then I'm going to talk about the figure last, but I'm going to pull him out the way. He's got all the hands you could ever want. He's got even more guns. And there are, what are these, like bullets for his guns? Clips. Let's see. They look like little shotgun pieces, but these are not shotgun guns. So I guess they're for the other big, weird looking gun. These are both the same. So you can dual wield these. He's got some goggles. And he's got a bunch of skulls. So here's one of them. This one here looks a little bit more evil. And get my camera to focus. And then he's got this weird sci-fi looking mask. And not sure how you... Okay, you have to take these little hoses off so you can open it up. I can get this thing to focus again. But that's really nice. And then for the figure himself, he's got a little protective baggie on his current head. And that's what this looks like. This is creepy. I do not remember this head in the product shots. That is nice. Yeah, I don't still have that V1 version, but yeah, this is definitely a more modern heroic body. And for people who aren't familiar, these are pretty well articulated. Bicep swivel, double elbow, what else? Double knee. The gauntlets are kind of like an overlay. The hands could be swapped out. You know, they have like the outer pin system like a lot of manufacturers use. As you saw, he comes with like a ton of hands. The foot is a separate piece, and then the rest of the boot is like an overlay that's over the fabric. The feet usually do not have very good articulation, like as far as like up and down, and it's mostly because of how the sculpt is done. It's just sculpted in a way where there's not a lot of movement, but there's a little bit of movement, so you will be able to do some cool things with the feet, but you're not going to do anything dynamic. You're not going to get a Spider-Man pose with the way the feet are done. But they, like the Mezco of like years ago, they used to just do a horrible thing with the feet. It'd be really hard for these things to stand, and they've gotten so much better over the years. Yeah, he's standing like a champ right now. So yeah, this is a lot. So do they expect you to put the head? Yeah, I think that's what they want you to do. So I think you slide the skull over this. Yeah, that is what they want you to do. They want you to slide the skulls over this head. So, who knew that he had this creepy zombie head underneath the whole time? Yep, you just slide this on and line up the face and the eyes, and you get that look. And slide the hood over, and there you go. And I would recommend maybe popping the head off. I don't think this cape, yeah, I don't think this cape opens apart, but it's saying that basically to take this off, with a long push pin in there. And then this push pin, basically the other side of the cape has a corresponding push pin. Actually, I don't think you need to take the head off to do this. I think it'll barely get in there. And then push this down in there. This fabric's kind of getting in the way. Okay, so you push that down in there, and then that's done. And again, this cape is like the material's very thick, so as you can see, it's kind of like flaring out, which is kind of artistic. It'd be nice if it draped a little bit better. Oh, so there's a wire here. There's not a wire here. There's a wire here, not in the middle. So it's like every other seam has a wire in it. So you can do some better posing with this. If you want to do something crazy like that, you can. So that's nice. That's super cool. Yeah, I think I might have him without the skull. Yeah, that's gonna be difficult to get off. Let's put this one on real quick. So you got, well, let's do this real quick so you can see what that looks like. Yeah, this one's pretty large. It seems like you could put this around the skull. So you put the skull on and then put this one on. Yeah, they did too much. This is a lot. There's too many choices. All right, so there's that look. I think that's pretty cool looking too. All right, here's the evil head, and the head, like the skull, does not separate, but it is a little pliable, but not by much. Like it's taking some effort to get the skulls on. Yeah, that's pretty sinister looking. Yeah, this head was very difficult to pull off. It was a good bit tighter. And then somehow had this little piece right here that was lodged between both heads. I don't know where this came from. Maybe it came off of this guy. I don't know. But yeah, this is a lot. So then he's got he's got these goggles you can put on him. He's got this whole uh harness, gun chest harness thing going on. And there's little loops here to situate it on both ends of the belt. That's going to take some work. We showed these holsters off earlier, and I'm not sure how they work. Oh, the weird looking holster is for his back, so you can have the bigger gun attached to it. There, there's just so much going on with it. This, I mean, all mezcals are like this, but you're dealing with a new figure, like an unfamiliar character, so It's kind of like, hey, where do I start here? Um, but he's got like a million hands. So he comes with those punching fists, and then he's got gun holding hands. I do like the how these hands are rubbery instead of like hard plastic. Because a lot of times the ones that are stiff plastic, they're very difficult to get weapons into them. Oh, there's a whole thing about this being able to flip up, I believe. I can't get it to flip up. The instructions say this wristband flips up. Let's see. The machine gun folds up, so that's kind of cool. And I said these guns were the same earlier. They definitely are not. They've got the same theme to them, but they are different guns. Yeah, this is pretty cool. There's just too much to deal with here. um, I don't even know where to begin. I do think I like the kind of zombie looking face a little bit better. And you put the skulls on, they're kind of like biker helmets, so they make the head look bigger. And definitely with this thing, it'd be quite a bit bigger. But he's got all these shells that you can equip him with, and you made it seem like you could, yeah, you can put them into the harness. There is elastic on here. Probably not doing a good job showing this. Let me get one of these in real quick. Okay. So you can put his cartridges there into his harness. He's got these grenades, and he's got some vials. So, and he's got a hook tool and some kind of disc. That might be a landmine. But yeah, there's just too much stuff. There's too much stuff here. All right, I think I'm done. You get the gist. Um, Again, this guy's been out for a long time, but I'm sure you can find him, aftermarket. And like I said, if you wait listed him, maybe this is shipping to you soon. Or maybe there's an opportunity to get on the wait list if you still want this guy. So um, I'm digging the kind of horror, classic horror characters that they're coming up with, and it'd be cool if they do some more. So um, yeah, very cool figure. Thanks for watching. If you haven't done so, please like and subscribe. And as always, tune into more videos coming up. Thank you.